What's going on, guys? We're about to check out Hasan. He's crying about Tim Pool, man. Tim Pool's roasting him with the crew, and he can't take it. Let's take a look at this, man. Let's take a look. The mic is all crooked. Let me fix that. Let's take a look at this, man.
Here. Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna be...
Oh, my gosh. Loud as hell. My bad. Stop. I ain't editing that out either. I ain't gonna edit that out either, nigga. There you go. It should be good now. You see?
The matter state piece. I did send her a message like, yo, Tinder is...
And it's sped up. Okay, maybe I will edit that out.
With me. I haven't gotten to the keys, even gotten the keys to the apartment yet, and Tinder is playing games. I hit her with a super like... I take it all back. Keep popping off is good content. Yeah, there you go, chatter. Chatters do not know what is best for themselves, I promise. I have a good eye for these kinds of things. I knew as soon as I saw 40-plus-year-old men sitting together in a panel at...
Fang Gang, I see you guys in the chat. Put it in the comment section. Fang Gang if you rock with me.
The Tim Pool compound, talking about how I have fallen off. I knew that was content. I could smell that from a mile away, okay? I knew that this was going to lead us down a very funny rabbit hole, including finding out about Phil LeBonte and his revenge campaign. Oh my God, this quote tweet makes so much more sense now. He was mad about the AI song and everyone was calling you a failed musician, Lamafayao. Thank you. What? Thank you for your consideration.
Play the EP.
Wait, this guy thinks I seriously was making music? Bro, he's retweeting Haas Twitter fan accounts. He's retweeting Vorlo. He's retweeting a man who became a meme in our community for wanting to live under my house. Like, no disrespect, Vorlo, but that's kind of crazy that this guy, like, what the he thought that I was like genuinely trying to be a musician.
I don't know who he talking about at all. Somebody trying to live under his house? I don't believe Hasan.
Musician.
For a while, for a while, my name was Commander Phil LeBonte.
So how come you don't have a hat like with the scrambled eggs on the lid and stuff?
Pardon me?
Like you got to get the hat like with the Navy insignia.
No.
And stuff like that. You gotta lean into that.
He called me Commander, so I was Commander Phil LeBonte for a while, and his tweet comment where he was saying that I was a failed musician is I put that as my pinned tweet for a while. Now it's someone else that I'm not gonna be.
It's kind of cute. He's being kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. Like he seems like sincerely hurt. Am I weird for thinking that he's like being kind of cute right now? Is that weird? It's like kind of sad to see like a 48-year-old.
Yeah, it's weird. Pause.
Old guy being like, oh, but he noticed me and called me a failed musician. Like he kind of, I feel like he's a fan. It is a little adorable, dude. He's adorable. Yo. Pause. He's like, he called me Commander. He called me Commander and I liked it and I made it my Twitter name for like a month. The good times we had.
This is so suspect. This is sus. Mad sus. Like, what's going on, Joe? Yo, fam, you good? You sure? You straight? I don't know. I don't know if that... No, you ain't got to answer that. You ain't got to answer that. No judgment here.
And where he said I was a failed musician on the podcast, and I really liked that. That was cute. We kind of have a thing going. I'm in his bio. I have planted my dick in this dude's brain, dude. What the f? I live inside of him. I live inside of his walls. I live inside of his back walls. Oh my God.
Stir that pot right now.
Very failed music.
TYT calls that. That's TYT tutelage right there.
My man said pussy in bio. How about Hasi in bio?
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, look, you know, he's like really lopped onto like pro-terrorist stuff. Like he's literally pro-terrorist.
He called babies colonizers.
Yeah,
like,
so that
geez,
there were stickers.
7 minutes and 36 seconds. There has yet to be one actually real take, except for the hate relationship that I apparently have with Phil LeBonte, who I didn't know existed. Yeah, dude, I said baby colonizers deserve to get the smoke. You know what I mean?
That were being put up in
Yeah, he's saying he's a bad boy.
In Times Square
that
were probably mocking the Palestinians and mocking.
Okay, at least he's not stupid enough to recognize that. He literally is like saying that those stickers were like a psyop.
Hasan, but they were saying that, babies are settlers too and stuff. And it's like, that's really gross stuff. And like I said, it was probably mocking them, but Hasan said it. And Hasan, being the absolute imbecile that he is,
I like that they're just like, yeah, he said it. We're not wrong. We're not stupid for thinking this. He's the one who's an imbecile for saying this thing that he didn't actually say. Okay.
As dumb as a shoe.
You are an imbecile.
But he literally was like, Ethan, babies are settlers too. And he wasn't being ironic about it. It was
my point. Literally.
Yes, did you watch the Christian versus Islam? No, I did not. I don't believe I did. I might have caught some clips though, if I'm not mistaken. Right, I don't really watch that often. This is one dude that be smoking people on the behalf of Christianity. That's really good. I wish I knew his name. I'll look for him. He's really, really good, right? He is like smoking people. I think he even smoked Sneeko, like badly. So if he wasn't on it, then I probably wouldn't have watched it. Right, but this bull-headed dude, he's Christian. He used to be Muslim. He transitioned into Christian. Super, super talented at debating.
Literally
he knows his stuff, man. He quote the Bible like back his head.
Up to kill them. I don't even think that we can successfully relocate 750,000 settlers. That's why I believe in a one-state solution. It's kind of crazy that they just like say the same stuff over and over again. My point is, it doesn't matter. What the truth doesn't matter. What the truth is doesn't matter. What I've said doesn't matter because like people would rather believe what I haven't said.
Absolute idiocy falling out of his face. So, and I really think that people are just like, oh, this guy's an idiot. He's pro-communist, all just because America bad. That's the only reason. It's because America bad. And he's a moron. He's the guy that said, he's the guy.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll find it. I'll find his name. All right, give me 2 seconds. Sam, something. Right? What you said, Sam. I'm going to put it in. If it pops up, then that's him. Sam Shimon. That's how you pronounce it. Is that him? Yeah, he's good. He's really, really good. Oh man, he be smoking people. Right? Is that the right dude? Yeah, he popped into this one debate. Oh man, schooled the whole panel. Yeah, that's him. I had to go look him up, see his face. Make sure we're talking about the same guy. Yeah, he's extremely good, talented. Destroyed a bunch of people.
The guy that said, the U.S.
I love that these guys are basically saying the exact same thing that like liberals have been saying about my criticisms. It is an inherently reactionary position. So I'm very happy that it's like a bunch of dumb right-wingers saying this right now, because when people who present themselves as progressive, like Joe Biden supporters, say this kind of thing, it doesn't register for a lot of like people on the edges, on the outside, watching this and going, yeah, whoa, this guy is progressive too, I think. And he is saying that Hasan doesn't have like real criticism of America. He's just saying America bad, because this position is reactionary inherently. Back in my day, and I've been doing this for 10 years now, back in my day, I used to hear this all the time from the Stephen Crowders of the world. You hate America. You have no arguments. Your only argument is that you hate America. It was a way to just stop discourse entirely. And intellectually curious people would move a little bit further than that. They would move away from the right, move away from this reactionary perspective. Nowadays, a lot of people who present themselves as Democrats, progressives, liberals in general, also do that exact same kind of argumentation, which is inherently a right-wing framing of the conversation. Dude, you hate America. You don't have a good argument. Your entire argument is just hating America. No, I don't. I love America. I love the...
It sounds stupid. And blaming that on like the right and saying that's like a right strategy is really dumb.
Promise of America. I love what America could be. If I hated America, I wouldn't live in America. I would live somewhere else. I have the money to go and live somewhere else. I choose to live in America. And basically that's it. I really do hope.
Are you a socialist with that much money? Never mind. He's a champagne socialist. I forgot.
that although our discourse has been more and more poisoned over the course of the past couple of years, I do wish that a lot of those guys will inevitably snap out of it and go, yeah, maybe I'm just like angrily reacting to this dude because I've been primed into hating him. And I've been primed into hating this level of argumentation by other people that I trusted when they led me astray, when they basically sedated me with intellectual incuriosity.
That's deserved.
No, you're just a fraud, right? No one told me how to think. No one put you in a certain light. I've watched myself and I just don't like you. It's as simple as that.
Or 9/11.
Yeah.
Now, whatever you feel about the U.S. foreign policy prior to 2001, it was definitely different to the U.S. foreign policy post 2001.
But that's because you're not smart. American foreign policy pre 9/11 is literally directly the reason why 9/11 happened. And post 9/11, we use that momentum to do more of the same kind of foreign policy. But if you knew anything about what I had talked about with respect to 9/11, you would understand the concept of blowback. You would understand that like our actions are the reason why 9/11 happened. It's so weird that these guys want to be like edgy and different. Like they're not like the regular Fox News conservatives, right? Like, so they desperately want to come across.
I forgot Hasan's the one that blames Americans for 9/11. I totally forgot he's the one that said that disgusting thing, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think the quote is, he believes Americans deserved 9/11.
Across like anti-government, and they assume the position of like Donald Rumsfeld. You know what I mean? That's it. You're not any different. You're not unique. You don't have a more
Also, this is for educational purposes as well as entertainment.
Moral framework that's like genuinely different than like the average Fox News watcher. Your format is different in the sense that like you're online, but you're doing the exact same thing. You're basically saying the exact same. And Coulter says, that Laura Ingraham says, that all these people say in general. That's all this is.
And it certainly wasn't a situation where the 3,000 people that were in the towers that day deserved to die because of the United States foreign policy. So he's a kind of a just like bad person generally, basically for against anyone that he politically doesn't agree with. And that justifies it, which is typical leftist, in my opinion. So bid on the song.
Happy to enjoy the results of the capital that he accumulates while railing against the entire system, though, I'm sure.
And I think that's part of the reason, too, is like people like his viewers really, I would imagine some of them really believe the socialist kind of thing. And
not anymore.
It's clear that he's
not anymore. They don't believe me. That's why they're no longer supporting me. I'm also simultaneously grifting, though, because socialism is very popular, but it's also simultaneously unpopular. But I'm still grifting in that direction, even though it's unpopular, because I'm grifting wrong. Or maybe for the past 10 years, a lot of my like foundational principles have not changed and I've moved in the same direction. And you could literally see that if you were to look back at like commentary from, 2014, 2015, 2016, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so dumb.
It's clear, a boatload of money and he's not giving a bunch of it away. Like
facts. He's a champagne socialist. Yeah, he's a fraud.
He raises money, but he's not giving his money away.
Also wrong. I do give my money away as well, but at least he knows that I raise a boatload of money.
Not to the degree that they're speaking on. You wouldn't be rich. If you was truly a socialist and you believed all of that, you would not be rich, bro.
Hey, listen, that's one correct take. This community raises a ton of money.
I think the issue with him is, as I was mentioning, like, the 2020 election cycle was insane for us. We did not have the membership thing we do today with timcast.com, and revenue was way crazier. With 120 million views, you can only imagine. And then as things started to go down, it's just whether I have 100 million or 20 million, I was like, I don't know. We hang out every night. We talk about what we care about. I think the issue for Hasan is his whole thing was community, as he describes it. What that really means is people just shut up to hang out. He didn't really offer a thought-provoking discussion between various individuals. It's different. I don't want to claim that we're the same kind of thing. We're not. But that means that when his community grows up, and you don't think it might be? 16-year-olds became 17-year-olds. 17-year-olds became 18-year-olds. 18-year-olds got jobs and are no longer sitting around all day watching Twitch.
He's not wrong about this. This part is actually correct. Okay, this part is actually correct. My community did get older. And when they did get older and they became like mid-20s, whatever, they did get jobs. Or their jobs were work from home and they're no longer work from home. And what ended up happening is like they still support. You guys are still in here, but you periodically cycle in and out. That is a correct assessment. I know he's trying to tie this to like some broader political subject to be like 18-year-olds are now old, so they're actually smart and Republican or whatever. That's not the case. It's just that like a lot of people have jobs. A lot of people no longer work from home and they don't have time to watch every aspect of the stream.
And with that comes experience. And with experience, they can tell that you're full of crap, Hasan. That's usually what's going on.
So they come in, they show support, they subscribe, they watch the YouTube videos, they watch the fan channels, and that's it. And that's perfectly normal. That's why there was a drop off for everybody, right? That alongside with this cycle being kind of boring in comparison because it's a rerun, and people also are dissuaded, or they just don't think that like their actions matter. You know, they don't see any tangible results, and that probably discourages them from being interested in politics. It's like just making them upset. That is a real assessment. I agree. That part is actually not wrong. Tim is right on that front. Not in the ways that I think he's saying, but he is not wrong on that front.
You look at the leftist streamers and none of them do anything other than stream. So like Hasan, if he loses his Twitch stream revenue, that's it. If he stops streaming in 6 months, his revenue's down to almost nothing.
He's not wrong about this. Yes, that is by design. That is deliberate. Do these guys think that like I can't just hire someone to manage my money? Like, do they actually?
You just admitted to poorly managing his money. If you stop streaming, you go, oh, okay. All right. That sounds like laziness, buddy. Sound like you're not getting other things in order.
Yeah, that's how jobs work. You're basically describing jobs. You're on me for not pursuing passive income because I don't, one, need to do that beyond like developing like a nest egg, like a 401k. But it is so strange that they're like on me for not making my money work. You think I can't buy like a gas station? You think I can't buy real estate and then give it to a management company? Are you that stupid? It is the easiest thing on the planet. Every dumb with a little bit of cash does it. What the are you talking about? Why do these guys think it's like a superpower to make money when you have money? It's not. It is the easiest thing on the planet. Okay.
It's not easy. And it's smart that you would make sure that your finances would be in order. Just everything in general would be in order, right? Just in case.
The reason why I don't do that is because one, I don't have to. I'm very fortunate not to have to do that. And two, I don't want to do that. I don't understand why they're basically claiming that like once you have a ton of money, like I can't believe that you're so stupid that you're not like dumping it into the stock market.
If that's their opinion and that's what they would do, and that's what they would probably advise people to do, why are you shocked that they don't agree with you? Like, that's so weird to me. I'm trying to figure out, like, why are you that surprised that they are speaking down on you for doing something that they don't agree with financially? Like, you're speaking down on them for anything. You call this dude cute for 5 minutes.
And it's ironic because like if I did actually invest and I don't know, like buy a bunch of real estate or whatever, I would unironically be going against my values. So I don't really get it. Like, how can you be like, dumbass communist doesn't have a diverse portfolio because they are capitalists? They can't wrap their minds about not wanting to accumulate more capital. Like, it's not even necessarily that I don't want to accumulate more
so hyper-focused on this one point.
Capital, right? I want to be comfortable. I like nice things, right? I want to be able to buy those things. I have that now, right? I have all of that. I could make a ton more money with the money that I have currently, but I don't feel the need to do so because I'm already incredibly comfortable. And it's weird because like they constantly on the aspect that I make money by like selling merchandise, for example. And they go, dude, he's a communist, but he's selling merchandise and he's making money, while simultaneously me for not making even more money by just doing passive income. Yeah, they're on me for being anti-capitalist, but then on me for engaging in capitalist activities. And it all stems from the same weird energy of like, he's a grifter, but he's not grifting properly. And I don't get it. For the life of...
No. They're saying you're a grifter and you're also not moving responsibly. That's what they're saying.
me, I will never understand this.
So my morning show, I could live off that and I'd be wealthy for the rest of my life. Just the morning hour and a half that I record at Monday through Friday makes me a rich person. But so then we have timcast.com memberships. And I said this before, my personal salary just comes from my morning show. I don't want to discount the fact that this company makes profits beyond that, and I do get profits, but the money that we get beyond the morning show, so IRL and all that stuff, we are reinvesting into expanding and doing all these other things, because my mission, my passion is not streaming, making a bunch of money, building culture, building opportunity, creating cool.
Dude, what culture is this man building? What does he mean, building culture? What the is he saying? No,
you're such a hater. You're such a hater. You wouldn't know nothing what they talk about, bro.
Wonder these guys are so obsessed with like liberals. All they care about is not like real tangible results, changing the scope of politics, because that is like served to them, right? It's served to them. When you're a right winger, you already get that. You already get that from the regular avenues, right? So like all they care about is like getting people to listen to their dog art. I obviously don't have to worry about that, because like there is a decent amount of art that reflects my values or reflects my worldview, reflects my ideology. But that's precisely the reason why they care about that so much, because like they don't have it. They don't have the juice in that space. So that's all they obsess over. The only thing, he's building cultures under that beanie is right, dude. Ew.
That's crazy. All that crying because they gave a valid opinion about your lack of maturity, told your finances, and you come back with, look at his beanie. Ew.
Watch my hot political take that I put out there, the same viewership as my gaming. And so he has to keep doing it. It's a job for him. And he's got nothing else. It's not his passion anymore, maybe. Maybe it's now just he has to.
Once I get certain things in order, bro, I promise I'm going to start doing a streaming schedule and have everything regular.
I
no, it is. Oh my God. Okay. For those of you who are wondering, I guess, if you couldn't figure this out, no, of course it's my passion. Ain't nobody on the planet is dumb enough to consistently talk about for 10 hours every day. Like, that's insane. Okay. If it wasn't my passion, there are many other alternatives. I'm very fortunate. No, it is my passion. But my other goal here, my overarching goal, is to get people who are not personally super passionate about politics to be invested in politics. And in order to bring in a broader audience, we have to do fun stuff and not be gross to the people that are uninitiated. That was my...
Man, this dude is not only admitting to grifting, but explaining his tactics. Oh, we're going to introduce them to fun stuff and then get them into my ideology and thinking the way I think.
Point, which of course didn't make it out in the screenshots, but that was what I was talking about. No, it is a pleasure job. I love this job. Criminalized usury based. I agree. They don't realize that we beg you to do other stuff. Then we the people don't watch it and it annoys you, which is a true thing. Exactly. It's people that constantly go play video games, play video games, play video games, and when I do, they're like, oh well, I didn't watch. You should play video games. You're the least you're the least popular and often not full understood political leaning in the country because you love being yelled at. Actually, yeah, I do. I have a passion for being yelled at by people who would probably understand my position if they were like a little bit more charitable, but they can't be because they never see me do anything but yell at chatters. When it's not my passion, you will know because
that'd be your fault. If all they see is highlights of you yelling at chatters, that is blatantly your fault, sir. That'd be you. You're the cause.
Won't do it anymore. How coward and phony Tim Pool became one of the biggest political YouTubers on the planet. A former darling of Occupy Wall Street, Tim Pool has racked up more than 1 billion views and millions in earnings while dangerously whitewashing the far right. I will end it on this note. Here is Tim Pool having a hard time with his own audience, with his own guests, I guess.
Anything else?
No, this is sort of verbal diarrhea.
That's not his audience, though. It's not his audience. That'd be his... Whoa. Whoa. This dude is crazy.
This might do if they get in charge of the government while they're...
From my lefty friends, you know, is like...
I think it's only fair that I don't take the heat for what you said, Jesse, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm getting people attacking my character now for having had to take the show down because you made 2 allusions to killing people. So I'm not trying to be a dick right now, but like I've got 500 messages of like, what the you're doing? Why are you taking the show down? Are you with us? You're trying to make money.
So I thought YouTube took the show down.
No, I had to take the show down.
Okay.
I had to take the show down because you made 2 allusions within like the span of a couple minutes to murder.
I don't see nothing wrong with what Tim is saying. Why are you risking his channel? And he's letting you know, like, hey, fam, like I had to take this down because they could have took down my whole channel.
People. After I explicitly stated in the pre-show, do not make allusions to violence. Then went on to explain, we keep having people come here.
This is not like looking at how you want it to look, Hasan. I'm with Tim. I've had these same discussions and then I had to stop stream with a certain person because they just didn't want to listen. And it's okay. It ain't no like sour grapes. It's like, okay, just won't risk my channel having you on here talking crazy, right? And that happens so often. That's why I don't really do like panels like that. I used to do call-in shows and people would just call in and we would have some dope and fun conversations. And then occasionally you'll get somebody that's just wilding out to the fullest extent and acting like, what did I do? What did I say?
Here and saying they want people killed or people should kill people or they can be killed. Or
Pussy, what do you mean? He's telling you in the pre-show, hey man, don't exercise your free speech. Don't exercise your right.
And this is for educational purposes. And I agree with Tim Pool. You should not be speaking like that on here if that is the rules. And I don't think it's coward-like to stick to whatever will keep you running a conducive channel. And what's going to keep your channel in general, right? I don't see how this is like a flex.
The free speech? That's crazy, man. Did you see Tim Pool getting owned by Lauren Southern, who's weirdly not wrong here? Crowder says he has to pay $25K in child support that his ex-wife uses to pay lawyers to go after him. He has to fund his own destruction. Yes, okay. He launched extraordinarily litigious law.
Okay. He's all over the place with that. He's all over the place. Yeah, I think Tim Pool actually cooked him. Right? I think Hasan's a loser and he's a crybaby, right? And he needs to just learn how to be more mature. But that's just my opinion. Tell me what yours is down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video as well. We're about to get into this video. It's a clip, right? Apparently Fresh and Fit, they had a few people on. They were talking to, it seems like Jake Shield. That's kind of crazy. Shout outs to Jake Shields, man, former champion of Strike Force, if I'm not mistaken. Right? But yeah, they had him on as well as the Hodge twins. And they were speaking on Destiny. And it got real. Let's take a look at this, man. This for educational purposes. Hit the like button, share the video as well. There you go. Pull that up.
You guys don't have to ask this. Who's y'all worst guest?
Worst guest? I would say the omni-liberal.
Destiny?
Oh, God.
Really?
He's not genuine at all.
He was trying to get my his podcast, and I said no.
Yeah.
Were y'all arguing the whole time?
I think he's a very smart guy, but he's not honest at all. You can't have a conversation.
Facts. He's just going to be the contrarian. He's going to do whatever gets the argument going, whatever is going to get the clicks and the views. Yeah, that's him.
Somebody who wants to win. He's smart in manipulating people that follows him. But he's not a smart guy. He's actually a fucking idiot.
He's a contrarian by nature. That's like what he does is like debate and argue. I get along with him. We have a respectful. He's in Miami. We have a respectful relationship. We disagree on everything though, but it's crazy.
Dude, he's not genuine. When you have a debate,
I don't like him. I can see he's fake.
Right. He's not genuine. You can't have an honest. Someone that's open and honest.
What did he lie about when y'all didn't that interview go for a while? Weren't y'all talking to him for like 2-3 hours?
Yeah, I agree with everything they're saying. And I've been saying that for a long time. I do not think that Destiny is genuine. A lot of people want me to have debates with him. I don't see why, right? I mean, I get it. I guess, I get the fact that it can be an entertaining thing to watch. But in all honesty, I do not believe that it would be worth my time. And it would actually be a waste of time because Destiny is not genuine.
Yeah. What I find is if someone's being honest, no matter what your political views are, y'all should agree on 50-50. When you sit down with somebody that's dishonest, you never agree on anything.
What was he lying about? Because I didn't see that interview. I'm going back and watch it now.
I was talking to him about Russia, and I was like, he said the reason why Putin invaded because he's a maniac and he's a killer and he's an asshole. I was like, no, he invaded because he's trying to protect his borders. And he said that's bullshit and that's a lie. Okay. I asked him what a woman is, and he couldn't answer it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he did. You ask him next time you have him on the show.
And this is for educational purposes. I know this is about to get crazy. I kind of feel it's about to get crazy. Hey, man, I got no hate towards the alphabet community. I'm not saying anything trying to I guess, disrespect anyone. This is for educational purposes.
Ask him what a woman is.
All right.
He says it's too complicated. That's what he said.
Too complicated. It's not that fucking complicated.
Yeah. He's not like when I had that.
Did he argue with y'all the whole time?
Yeah, Jake should.
No, he tried to go there. He raised his voice and he started screaming. And we said, okay, calm the hell down. Stop conflating shit. We was already in a happy mood because I watched some of his videos and he tends to start screaming. Yeah, but yelling. When you sit down debating somebody, especially in today's climate, they're not actually trying to find solutions. No. He's just trying to look like he's winning the argument. Yeah, he doesn't care about the truth. He just wants to give off that facade. I'm the smartest guy, and I won this argument. He doesn't care what the actual truth is.
He's not trying to have a discussion. Here's the other perspective. He's trying to beat you. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Facts, right? And that's why, I don't really even debate anymore. Right? I feel like people are not being genuine. Right? If I learn some new information, I have no problem saying, "Oh, okay." Right? If I'm wrong, I don't have no problem saying I'm wrong. Right? A lot of people are so disingenuous and they're treating it like it's just a whole type of grifting, pandering tournament where they come on here and just grift and pander and just run off. And especially Destiny, he's going to say whatever is going to get the clicks and the views.
Whether it's games, lies.
Yeah, I don't think we agreed on anything.
That's his style.
And for him to call himself
that makes sense.
Liberal.
He's very left, so we're gonna
he's not even liberal. He's a fucking progressive.
He's not honest though. He doesn't try to argue any real points. He's just trying to win arguments.
And then he comes out and says that Trump deserved being almost assassinated.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That was actually crazy.
He laughed at the guy that been on that.
He laughed
at that firefighter. I had him right after the assassination. This was like when he was going crazy on Twitter.
I think, right?
Yeah, we had him before. But when I saw him say that Trump was he deserved,
Yeah,
what
he said that firefighter deserved.
Yeah, he laughed at that firefighter. He had his kids there with him.
Yeah,
he
said he deserved it. I was like,
he was going so crazy on Twitter. I even had to tweet. I was like, look, I don't like Biden, but if anybody fucking touches hair on that old man's head, you deserve. You're not gonna fucking attack our politicians, bro. I don't care if they're far. I could hate you. I don't even hate politicians.
But yes, even if I don't like you, I would never wish that on you. I wouldn't wish that on my nasty neighbors. If you came into the earlier portion of the live stream, you know what I was talking about. That was a inside Fang Gang joke.
Dislike them. Right. But if anyone's gonna even Kamala, you fucking touch her hair on her head, bro. We're coming after you. This is America.
Yeah.
So
the exact same way.
Yeah, you're not gonna hurt our politicians, regardless of where they stand. But I'm telling you, these leftists are crazy, bro. Yeah, they're okay with violence.
If someone hurt Joe Biden, his son, or anybody's family, I was like, man, that is messed up.
Yeah.
Well, also it was a random fan that got killed.
Wait, what? Hold on.
His son or anybody's family, I was like,
I got a feeling I probably
bothered me.
Yeah.
Bro, look, this is why I've said it before, I'll say it again, bro. Leftists are just naturally fucking violent, bro. These Palestinian crazy motherfuckers burning flags and shit like that. When conservatives protest, they don't protest as much. But they're not over here burning places down, going crazy, all this other shit. It's always the crazy leftists. Antifa, burning buildings down, George Floyd protests, BLM. These guys are domestic terrorists, bro.
I don't condone that from anywhere, anything. I do think that it's foul that it even has to come to that. Right? Yeah, I'm not with any of that.
Right.
That's literally the definition of domestic terrorism.
Yeah, you don't see conservatives doing that because I think, regardless of who's in office, I'm going to be successful.
Yes.
And I think for people on the left, is to them, if they don't have that candidate, then their life is going to get worse and they have absolutely no hope. A lot of these people that vote Democrat, they don't understand that their life is in their hands and it's not a politician.
Yeah.
Politician doesn't do too much for us.
Not at all.
Make some change.
I'm successful when Obama was in. I'm successful when Trump's in. I'm successful when Biden's in. Regardless who's in, I'm going
which is precisely why. Let me ask you guys this. Precisely why, for me voting, I think the most important topic, at least for this election for me, is foreign affairs. What do you guys think is the most important topic?
You talked me into that, foreign affairs.
You think foreign affairs
affects everything.
Yeah.
Affects the economy.
We had a discussion yesterday, guys. Our interview is going to drop soon, probably next week.
I can understand it, and I got to check that out. I can definitely understand that being the most important thing.
It affects everything. That's why we have inflation. Just think about it. Since Biden,
I think it really stems from foreign affairs. A lot of Americans say inflation, but I do think foreign affairs is what caused it.
Yeah, foreign affairs. Inflation's big too, especially because we're all doing a little better, but some of these people that are getting by.
Correction earlier too. Sorry to interrupt, Jake Shields. I'm going back. But correction earlier, they're on the conservative twins location, actually.
Yeah, no,
Not
foreign
fresh and
person.
fit.
Inflation's big too, especially because like we're all doing a little better, but some of the people that are getting by on some small salaries, when you look at prices,
Does
like
Jake Shields have a YouTube channel? I have to look into that. I've been seeing him being real active in these podcast communities. Wonder if he got a podcast.
couldn't imagine.
That whole conflict in Russia.
Even I look at these prices and I'm doing well. I couldn't imagine.
And that's the point of a discussion, right? Like, see, I was able to change your mind on that. Like, you changed my mind because I learned from you guys, like, Democrats run on emotion. I'm like, yeah, I would say smoke and mirrors, but what does smoke and mirrors do?
Yeah.
Affect their fucking emotions, and y'all are right.
Yeah, just look at Joe Biden since he become president. If Trump's in office, there's no war in Ukraine between Russia. We don't have this inflation right now because majority of the inflation was from that war in Russia.
I did hit a wire just now. I'm hoping that wasn't me.
If Trump's in office, there's no war in Ukraine between Russia. We don't have.
That's them. That's an error on their side. I thought that was me. I'm like, yo, what did I do?
We don't have this inflation right now because majority of the inflation was from that war in Russia.
Yeah.
So if Trump's in office, a lot of people will still be alive from that Afghanistan pullout, and a lot of Ukrainians and Russians will still be alive if Trump was in office.
The thing I liked about Trump is he made peace with people that we hated.
Yeah.
One thing that I'll give him credit for. Like
Rocket Man, yeah.
Obama, when he left office, like I remember, was Trump or somebody said this? What was one of the Obama's biggest challenges when he was office was North Korea. What does Trump do?
Yeah,
because I think Trump
he
was
actually flew in and met him. No other president did that. Into North Korea.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like they'll go ahead and say, oh, that's not a big deal or whatever. Like that's a huge deal.
They bashed him for that instead. They attacked him.
That is a pretty big deal. That's some gangster-ish right there. Like anyone who say that's not huge is bugging.
They attacked him for that.
He was going to start a war
In my
with
personal
Rocket Man.
opinion.
Because Trump was mocking him. He called him Rocket Man.
Yeah. I think he like gained respect from him and just because they find it funny.
He probably
my blind works.
He liked that shit.
Yeah.
Damn, he called me Rocket Man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know, like shit like that's funny. I think people like Putin and people like Kim Jong-un, like they respect that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because he's not a politician, so he's going to just call like it is. And like, no, you're fucking funny. I like you. And then they met. Right. And I think that's like a huge W, but people always like undermine that. They try to say, oh, you had collusions with Russia, whatever. Like they always try to undermine all of his accomplishments. And I think, you know, even though I don't like Israel, I think him moving the embassy or the capital to Jerusalem, like that, like it kind of gave, look, you got to play the game when you deal with them, right? So it's like, okay, here's like an olive branch so you guys don't fucking create more problems.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They need to do more podcasts together. I'm loving this vibe, right? The amount of realness and honesty that's getting spoken about right now. It's not really often that you see that.
Right.
So, though it sucks, but like he did something for them, right? So I think from a foreign policy perspective, he kept us out of wars, which is big enough.
Yeah.
You know, versus these guys come in and can't control.
The president can do is keep us out of wars because that war is going to affect our economy, everything, gas prices.
Yeah, and we that's the only thing. Like because I agree with y'all. Everything is on us. That's why people like to vote right because it's on you.
Right.
Limited government.
It's still on you. Yeah.
You lower taxes. It's on you to be successful. But like when it comes to foreign policy, we can't control. We can't do shit.
Yeah, I find it crazy. They say they're going to fix everything after the Democrats have been in office for like last 12 out of 16 years.
Yeah,
they keep saying it's Trump's fault because he was in office for 4 years.
Right.
It's crazy.
They could fix it right now if they were going to fix it.
So
exactly.
So Destiny's your worst guest
right now.
Destiny was your worst guest.
Oh, by far.
Who's second? And who's second?
I think it's a long way from Destiny. He was the worst.
I apologize. I think I passed that to the producer. I apologize.
Yeah, I talked to anybody.
Because he was trying to be on a show, and Mom, maybe they'll want to do you. I don't want to do your show.
JFK was one of the best.
RFK.
RFK, yeah.
Okay.
PBD was good. We had a lot of good guests. I don't say anybody else was bad as him. Everybody was.
Did y'all talk?
Was good.
I didn't know. Okay, I'm gonna go watch that interview with RFK. Did y'all talk to him about his dad?
That is hilarious. They said Destiny was the worst. I understand exactly what they're saying because Destiny is the worst. Tell me what your opinion is down in the comment section. Hit the like button. Share the video as well. Let me see what else we got here. We actually got some more Destiny stuff. We could look into that another time though. Yeah, we could catch that another time. Let's take a look at this amazing Lucas joint. We'll save the Destiny joint for maybe whenever I could stream tomorrow. Whatever time I could stream tomorrow. Right. Another time, like 3 in the morning or something. So they go well together. I agree. Talking about the conservative twins and Fresh and Fit Jake shows. Yeah, it was a good mix. All right, let's get into this next joint. What's going on, guys? We're about to check out the non-amazing Lucas, Dusty Hat, the amazing Wokus. I'll check him out, man. You know, he be crying probably about Trump again. Right, let's see what we're going to think about this after we see it. Let's roast it. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video as well. Let's get into it.
Another bad idea. Oh my goodness. So there was an interview that was done with Trump, and yet again, he comes out and says another horrible idea. Given that the DNC is being held in Chicago, Chicago is on the top of the list. You know how Republicans love to mention Chicago every time that they want to blame black people. Hey, what about the black on black crime in Chicago? Hey, what about what's going on in Chicago? And then when you ask them, hey, well, what are you doing in Chicago?
Oh, give me a second. This joint is so loud. This is the sound of his voice. It is crazy loud. There you go. That might be better.
Are you doing any outreach in Chicago? Are there any Republicans that are trying to be the mayor or governor in Chicago? How many candidates do you have running in Chicago? What do they respond with? Oh, well, we're not going to win Chicago. That is a Republican.
He said Chicago like 1,000 times just now. Uh-oh. Yo, Dusty will never stop being Dusty. This nigga gonna be Dusty for the rest of his life. Oh my gosh. The dust is just everywhere. It's hitting. Hold on, look at it. The dust over here in this corner. Dust in this corner. My man is Dusty McGee. This nigga is Dusty. Holy smokes. I didn't know there was that much dust. And I'm talking about on his clothes, guys. There's dust everywhere. There's dust on his shirt, dust on his hat. That's what I was zooming in on. His hat and his shirt. It's just ultimate dust. My bad. It's just, the dust is clogging the camera, man. It's blocking out the screen.
Mindset in a nutshell. What they want to do is just simply criticize and castigate black people because they love having that stereotype. They love having, as far as the face of crime, being black people. It gives them security at night when they, see an officer drive by because they know, hey, it's not going towards me because I'm a good citizen. I'm not doing that. It's probably going.
Yeah, how nasty he talks about white people or how nasty he talks about Republicans. Right? This guy's crazy.
To arrest the black person who's doing crime, statistically speaking. That's usually their mindset and headspace when it comes to these infringements on our rights. And one such infringement is going to be Donald Trump saying the first thing that he would do in Chicago is to enact stop and frisk.
That's why he need to clean this dry out. That's a fact, though. That's a fact. He do need to clean his dry out, though, B. His dryer do be dingy. This nigga's dryer dingy than a mother ever.
If there's a Donald Trump presidency, what would you do in Chicago?
First of all, I know the people.
Because his shirt, dusty as ever, look like he rolled around in cat litter. Look like he played on the beach.
Chicago, I know that.
It looked like he had some nose candy. I'm talking about that book of sugar. I don't know that to be a fact. I'm just saying what it looks like.
The police, because I built the building there. I spent a lot of time building it. It's a great building, a really great building. And what happened is I got to know a lot of people, including the police. You have a great police force in Chicago, just like you do in New York, just like you do in Los Angeles. You have great. They're not allowed to do their jobs. You've got to let the police do their jobs, number one. Number two, you have to do a policy of stop and frisk. When you see a guy coming down down the street, and the police know every one of them. They know their middle name. They know where they live. They know every one of them, the local police, and they're great.
Lord in heaven, I thought we were decades and decades past that, but yet, no.
That Scarface. What is he talking about? Why he only wear the same 3 shirts?
Or not, and here we are. So,
yo, it's like he literally took it out the laundry basket and was like, F it, just put it on. Put it on. I don't know why. Wash it. Clean shirt. Why would I do that?
When it comes to stop and frisk, what that basically is essentially a Terry stop. And a Terry stop comes from Terry versus Ohio. What you have to understand is that it is constitutional. It is legal. When people talk about it being illegal, what they're referencing is, I believe it was a New York judge that said how NYPD was handling stop and frisk was unconstitutional. And essentially they were like waiting in people's apartments and just telling people, hey, come over here. Hey, come over here. Stop. Right? They were just stopping random people. So the whole concept is that you have to have a reasonable suspicion. This is something that
only Amazing Lucas would debunk his own point directly after saying it. If people were abusing the stop and frisk, right, and that wasn't what the exact stop and frisk was, then how are you pinning the other stuff that certain nasty people was doing on Trump now? That sounds crazy.
It came out of thin air. Okay, if you really want to advocate for something in addition to qualified immunity, I would argue in a repeal of Terry v. Ohio, a repeal of stop and frisk. There was only one dissenting opinion. Shame on Thurgood Marshall. Shame on him being a black SCOTUS. But there was only one dissenting opinion who, surprisingly, was non-black, but saw that this would eventually lead to a police state. The fact that, that these officers would have more power than an actual judge. So what you have to understand is that reasonable suspicion, what they have to have is reasonable suspicion that criminal activity is happening. Upon reasonable suspicion, that's where they get to as far as frisk you. If they believe that you have some type of weapon that may harm them or someone else, then they frisk you and pat you down. Okay, that's what a frisk is. They pat you down to make sure you don't have any weapons. So what you have to understand is that will always happen. Okay, you're not going to give these people power and them not use it, and eventually them not.
These people. What you mean, these people?
Exploited. So a stop and frisk is hand in hand. It's like peanut butter and jelly for the most part. You're going to get stopped and you're going to get frisked, because as far as a reasonable suspicion, thanks to as far as qualified immunity and our justice system, that can be anything and everything. You make a movement. Oh, it seemed like they have a gun. Oh, you do this. Oh, it seemed like
this nigga's fear mongering. You fear mongering so hard right now. I talk faster, so I win. That's how he be getting down. You do it based off of who talks faster.
They may have had a weapon. Given that he was circling, the place this amount of times, yeah, I believe that there was reasonable suspicion that he was going to, engage in a crime. That's what we are dealing with. We are dealing with a police state. That is what white Republicans have made it for the rest of us.
What did I tell you? He always claims that like other people are racist. The only racist person I see on the screen is him, from what I'm hearing, right? Like, he is so nasty towards white people. It's like, it's sick.
A police state. So when, in fact, it happens to them, say, such as what happened during COVID, they lose their minds. What is going on? What do you mean I can't be here? This is America. They create this cesspool for us. And then when they get their feet dirty, then they wonder what happened. How did this country come to this? What is going on? I don't even recognize.
He's out of pocket. This dude is so nasty. And dusty. Yeah, he is Destiny style. He's Destiny style too. But yeah, he's Destiny style.
Not the country. This is what we're dealing with. So he makes it even worse by saying, stop them and take their guns.
You got to let them do their job. Stop and frisk and take their gun away. You've got to do it. If somebody has, because they have all these guns.
This is the type of mindset that we're dealing with. He is saying that if you get stopped by an officer, that they should take your firearm. That's what he is saying. Now, given that the reason why it was unconstitutional is that how they were engaging in stop and frisk was racially biased. That they would just, as far as target black people and target Hispanics.
Here we go. Yeah, I think that if you don't legally own the, pew pew, I do think that it should be taken away from you. And I also don't think that that has anything to do with the color of your skin.
And then majority of the time, they didn't come. Nothing came from it, right? They're just like, all right, you're good to go. So that's harassment. That's what it is. It's a violation of your Fourth Amendment. And what he's saying is a violation of your Second Amendment. Okay, just take their guns. This man is not a Republican. He's not a conservative.
There's destiny and there's mustiny. Dustiny. Yeah, he's dustiny. Crustiny.
He's made it abundantly clear that what I find humorous is that the image that the right has of the Democrats, they want to take your guns, Marxist, communist, social, all this, that is literally what Trump is. Taking their guns, that is what Trump is about. He's made it abundantly clear, whether it's talking about, hey, take their guns and then do process, or whether stop and frisk and then take their guns. You can't do that. That is a constitutional violation. And this man does not care about the Constitution. He does not know.
Krusty, you're misrepresenting what he said. The fact that you acknowledge that there's a difference and then try to connect the two, it just shows that you're like a simpleton.
He says what he thinks that people want to hear. And it's come to bite him in his butt more often than not. Unfortunately, his population, his voter base is so just mentally slow, okay, that they don't care. There's such of a hive mind mentality that this.
So if you vote for Trump, are you slow? Wow, that's disgusting. He's nasty. That's nasty.
Man can say anything and everything that goes against their beliefs. That's not a good way to represent that. And they would still vote for him. So if all those black men who want to say, well, I want tangibles and I'm not voting for Kamala because she's not black. If this is what you want in New York, which is stop and frisk, you go ahead and either sit on the couch or worse, vote for Trump. You go ahead and do that. Knock yourself out. Anyways, guys,
I gotta go collect some more dust. This nigga here, man. Under there looking like Alf with all them dust. Going and collecting dust balls and putting them on your shirt.
This video, let me know what you guys think. Whether or not believe, I honestly, I don't know what the either or is here. I really don't. Like, are you for your rights being violated? Are you for that? I'm just lost. If that's what you're for, then I don't know what to tell you. If you're for stop and frisk, especially how NYPD was engaging in it, then go right ahead. I'm for citizens, okay? I will be on.
You're for dust. You're for wokeness. You're for Dr. Umar.
On behalf of citizens over law enforcement, over state soldiers any day. I think Terry versus Ohio should be repealed. That's what I think, along with qualified immunity, 100%. And then maybe we would actually have a decent America instead of this police state, which is what we currently have. If you happen to disagree with me, you know where to find me. Friday through Sunday, Disagreement Day. Call in, we'll duke it out. Hope you guys enjoy the video.
Unless you can put up a challenge, then he's going to ban you the same way he banned me. Anyway, guys, this dude's such a loser. That's just my opinion. Tell me what yours is down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video as well. All that good stuff. Let's see. Might have some woke on woke tears. We could probably play that. And then there's some Riot Up Church stuff I want to react to too. I might just make that another stream, right? That way I could just like bulk react. Or I could just do it right now and then save the Destiny for another time because we already did some Destiny stuff. And I'm way behind on a lot of this Up Church updates. You said BX leave and why? There's a nice house across from me for sale. How much is on sale? How much is on sale? If I can afford it. Hit the like button, man. Help me step my game up so I can afford it. You said you're Canadian. Ticketed trades, which requires education, fairly intelligent. I would be voting Trump. I mean, within the circle, he's your best option. Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that. That's 100%. All right. Let's do some Upchurch reactions. I could save the Destiny Joint for another time. They still bumping. Yeah, I might definitely I don't know. I'm thinking about it, man. I'm thinking about it. You said probably not much. Well, I don't know, man. If I can afford it, I'll afford it. All right, you guys ready? What's going on, guys? We're about to check out Upchurch. Apparently, he's showing off his collection of motorcycles. That's fine. That's fine. Let's check this out, man. Let's check this out. I might be able to full screen it, too. Oh, wait. Where's my face? Shout outs to Ryan Upchurch fans. Go and check out that channel, man. I highly recommend them.
Trying to dodge that thunder that keeps striking these hills.
So I had an old broken piano. I took the pieces off of it. They're worth. I'm gonna make a piece of furniture out of it. When did the porthole appear as? When did you find it? Is it a joke or something? Would you and your band ever do a cover album? You know, we've been talking about that lately. We've also been thinking about doing like a mini, like Alice in Chains and Nirvana and Fleetwood Mac cover like tour just for fun. Just to like give props to the artists before us. So yeah, you going back to hype rap songs or slowing down and going to slow country? Well, I don't do none of that. Planning to go slow or go fast. Just whatever happens, happens. Which vehicle is your go-to in your fleet? I'd have to say either my Hellcat or my 2013 F-250 6.7.
I'm probably gonna rewind it back.
Because they're both tough. They're both fast.
You gotta run to the.
And they both handle good as. They're good for everything. This is my Harley collection. If you y'all been wondering, this dirty. That's the next to red bike. That bike was in a video. This is my new one. This is my snake venom.
I had to pull Hasan real quick. What is? You have headphones now. Run that back.
They're both tough. F-250 6.7. Because they're both tough. They're both fast.
Well,
they're both handle
okay
good
too as well.
They're good for everything.
He seemed like he was in good spirits too as well. And look at him, right back on. Right back on. It's not a fair.
This is my Harley collection. If you y'all been wondering, this dirty. That's the next to red bike. That bike was in a video. This is my new one. This is my snake venom. And this is the first bike I ever owned.
No, I'm too soft to be riding bikes now. Terrified of flying off. But they do look nice. Can't find them out.
Just wax it. It'll be all right. Just buff it out. That's so much ain't buffing out, cuz.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't know about
That's so much ain't buffing out, cuz. It's a ball joint. It's a goddamn ball joint. The rear drive shaft is right there in the front. You see that so much up there sticking out? That's the rear drive shaft. The rear one.
In the morning.
The rear one. Right there. I don't think that's supposed to be like that. Something's wrong with this picture here. I think it needs alignment. Yeah. She definitely needs an alignment.
He compared it to the other wheel on the other side. That's funny.
I don't think she's going.
Definitely need that line.
Put her in reverse. Put her in reverse, Terry. Hold on. Something tells me she ain't going, fellas. She ain't going, dog. Gonna blow it up. It's a Jeep. It don't blow up. Gotta cut my driveway grass.
That's crazy. See, like, I keep telling me to move down south. If I do that, I might have to cut my driveway grass. Damn. That drain deep right there. That's a lot of grass. You leave that alone long enough. That whole thing gonna be filled with grass.
I'm gonna spray weed killer on it afterwards.
Yeah, you definitely gotta spray that on.
Look at that. That didn't take long. All the grass is gone. Eventually, this thing is all going to get resurfaced. I got to build this big pavilion thing above this first. And I don't have any of that. So, lazy dog. Lazy dog. Out here messing with the Jeep. Needed a hose. They gave me the wrong one, so I just had to go get the right one. Goes in there. So yeah, I'm gonna put the hose on, fill it up down and freeze. Wheel this unit.
That sound fire, by the way.
We got Diamond laying right by the exhaust pipe. Doesn't even seem to be bothering. We've got something dead over in the field. Bunch of birds flying around. And the moon's out. Can see it clear as day. Check them out. Go and check out their channel, man. They're super dope. They give like high quality content. Go and check them out.
definitely not playing the right instrument. Raise how you cornbread. I love cornbread. That's some good cornbread. Family moment. That's dope. I love fire. Old school. Dope things. Super dope. That was cool. I highly enjoyed that. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video as well. About to take a look at this clip from Ryan Upchurch Fans, dope YouTube channel. Highly recommend them. They got a video where they're speaking on Upchurch as well as Jelly Roll. Let's take a look and see what they got on here. See what they talking about.
Trying to dodge that thunder that keeps striking these hills.
All right, so I've been notified that there is a GoFundMe page for Ryan Upchurch's Road to Recovery. Obviously, don't give it no money.
That's
overseas scamming. Don't give it no money. I just find it odd that my page gets banned yesterday for sharing a Ronald Reagan quote.
Crazy. I reported on that too. His Instagram page got banned. I think he might have gotten it back. I'm gonna have to go and check. Do an update.
And I get back on here and there's all these fake GoFundMes because I have a little boo-boo on my, all right, guys? Like Instagram, you gotta do something about people claiming to be other people. It's not safe for anything. It ain't safe for your bank account. It's not safe for kids getting lured.
I agree. Apparently, people was going to live chats acting like they was me recently. Disgusting. So yeah, people do need to crack down on that. I would say the platforms. I do know that YouTube has something where you can report it. I think Twitter as well.
Places fix the problem. Good Lord, lady at Dollar General in the middle of town. What's wrong with you? You need some ding-a-ling or something? I watched 3 sweet old ladies come up to you and try to talk to you. You didn't say one word to them during the whole transaction. They say, have a nice day. You look at them like, this ain't the town to do that in. You need to find a job elsewhere.
Well, apparently there's a new way of voting. We're going to do it like they did this year. Maybe we'll win. Woo!
That's funny. You'd have to go over the border for that.
Well, Dalen come over here to get the Jeep out of the woods, and Billy jinxed me. We was trying not to hit the shock on that tree right there. I had to give her a little throttle, and we flipped over right there. It is what it is. Now we're about to winch it back over.
That's right. It's gotta be crazy to do.
Well, I tear my up. I called Dalen. Bring some big boys here to get me out. So I went ahead and pulled the wheel off this side so it wasn't dangling. This is the side that broke. I cut the seat belt and tied the dang one-ton steering up. If you look here, it broke the ball joints. It broke the universal joint.
Yikes.
I think we can fix that one.
Damn, mind you. Yeah, I saw that. I seen it. I don't know much about cars, but I could tell this was jacked up.
Drop it off at Jeff's and let him fix it.
I'd load this up, take it to Jeff.
Stuck in the trees. Branches. That's a lot. It seems like it's a lot going on there.
Got my homie Dalen in there, dragging the Jeep out of the woods.
Got it out. You gotta be surgical with that, trying to get it out of there.
So it's a landscaping while he's at it.
Down in the crack, bro. Even if the truck makes it all the way down here, it ain't going.
Felicia's gonna kick you if you got sick. If you get sick.
Hey,
that's
crazy. Will build up your immunity.
Yeah. Your eyeballs start glowing.
I'll put my fillet knife away
His
while I'm
superpowers.
walking on sleep.
Hey, I worked at nuclear firehouses.
Oh, yeah?
Man, a lot of people have asked me
That's
how I
crazy.
feel
Like
about
Homer
that.
Simpson?
How I feel about the range, man. Hey, I love that thing to death. It is hands down one of the slickest rides I think I'll ever have. I don't want to get rid of it. I want to keep it forever. But there's a big but. One, I'm too hard on it. And two, I'm missing my truck bad. It's hard to go from that to that. Now, we were on the road. I was following the bus.
I can understand that.
This worked for the tour bus tail. But being back on the ranch, needing to get certain things done, man, if the right truck comes along, it's gone. Now, if it don't, I'll have it for a long time. If the right one comes along, hey, it was cool. And it was real. Well, that escalated quickly. Hey. That's what I've been missing the most right there. Woo! Trying to get the best of both worlds in this case.
Right.
Now, nothing saying I'm going to hang on to this any crazy amount of time. But I'm going to try to. We will see. Say, oh man.
Right truck came along.
Honey, I'm home. What are we doing? Oh, they got me a building. No, man, I inquired and put down on this like 2 months ago, but I haven't had time to mess with it. I finally found a little time. I got me a tiny house, son. The front porch. Ooh. Let's see.
I ain't mad at it.
Let's see.
Let me see what the inside look like.
Dang, son.
It's not bad.
Make this my cozy home now. Man, it smells so good in here.
There's a bathroom.
Now a little 10 by 12. Ooh. Damn.
No bathroom.
I love it. I love it. I got a feeling like Ryan liked it so much when he's seen it. I think he's going to want to buy 5 of them. Let's run it. Tiny home village.
It does look nice. The spider don't look nice. What's going on? Spider or crab? Nah, that didn't look crazy. Charlotte Webb need to stop playing.
So we were leaving Bass on the Bay. That's what they call it, right? Bass on the Bay. And we got pulled over by the Coast Guard. It's crazy. We had the sheriff of the county with us, but they actually turned out to be okay. So we're back on our way. Thank you for everybody who was concerned.
Okay. Well, at least it worked out. At least it worked out. That could have went bad. But tell me what you think down in the comment section. Hit the like button. Share the video as well. Appreciate the heck out of you guys.